Hello and welcome to this week's CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualia, with Mike Molyneux, with Marvin Zahn, per usual. All right, guys, so the free agency period already kicked off. We've got people making trades. We've got some wild trades. Odell Beckham going to the Browns. Odell Beckham rumored to be coming to the Patriots, possibly. That obviously didn't happen. Goes over to the Browns. So now, something that the Patriots seem to be lacking, and it's something that it seems like a lot of fans want the team to address, is the receiver position. And the thing is, it's really not much different than what it was last season. The only difference is right now, I guess, Chris Hogan technically isn't on the team. We don't know if he's going to come back. Maybe he might re-sign over this offseason.
No thanks.
No thanks. But that's a possibility. So we're all whining about it. A lot of Patriots fans are whining about it. But realistically, it's the same receiving core as they had when they just won the Super Bowl. But again, you know, Tom Brady, another year older. So guys, the question is, do you think the Patriots have to make a move at receiver this offseason? And if so, who should they go out and get, whether it's free agency, whether it's trade? Mike, we'll start with you.
Yeah, a move is definitely necessary for the Patriots. I think this is one area where many people probably felt like, all right, yes, they won a Super Bowl, but if you want to continue to, you know, hopefully be dominant as you move forward into next season, as you move further into Tom Brady's career in his 40s, you got to get this guy weapons. And again, they made it work last season with the guys that they had, but obviously, again,
God knows how.
It's Brady, man. Brady, Belichick, McDaniels, the system, they get it done with whoever they put out there. But I think talent is always necessary. So going into this upcoming season, you know, the rumors out there is that, you know, Josh Gordon may be back. And if you could get Josh Gordon back fully healthy, fully locked in and ready to put in work, you know, I think from what I've seen floating around social media, I think that he really wants to come back. And I feel like the Patriots would welcome him back with open arms as long as he, you know, keeps his head on right. But one guy out there that I feel the Patriots should take a chance on is Jordy Nelson. You know, obviously, Jordy Nelson, he's not a young guy out there.
And he's white.
And he's white. I mean, if you want to throw that in. But he's been a great receiver throughout the course of his career. You know, he's had many great seasons as Aaron Rodgers' #1 option in Green Bay. And then, you know, he went to Oakland, I believe, last year. And I think Oakland offensively was all over the place. Derek Carr didn't have a great season. Jordy Nelson probably didn't fit in the way he probably thought he would. Good luck to Antonio Brown out there. But I feel like you bring Jordy Nelson into the Patriots and you have a combination of Nelson, Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon. Obviously, Dorsett will have another year under his belt through training camp and whatnot. It's good. I mean, it's not the greatest wide receiving core ever, but if you have to line up Nelson, Gordon, and Edelman every game, I don't think anybody would be upset of that, because at the end of the day, you know, Tom Brady's swinging them the ball and he can get it done with pretty much anybody. So if Jordy Nelson can be acquired by the Patriots and you possibly get Josh Gordon back, I'd be satisfied with that heading into the season.
Jordy Nelson right now is 33 years old, so he is younger than Julian Edelman, but, you know, remember, he is coming off that ACL tear too. But I agree with you. I mean, Jordy Nelson, again, white receiver. Patriots love their white receivers. But the guy still might have some gas in the tank. The problem is, you look at him, I don't think you can base anything with Jordy Nelson last season, guys.
He's not Eric Decker.
He's not Eric Decker, and he played for the Raiders, who at this moment are a dumpster fire. Like you say, who knows how Antonio Brown's going to do out there?
Yeah.
I don't trust Derek Carr as a quarterback. What a cliff that guy hit. Talking about cliffs, Max Kellerman. What a cliff Derek Carr hit. And then John Gruden, I have no idea what to expect over this guy over his next 9 years of his contract with the Raiders. Mark, before we jump over to you guys, let me tell you that the Patriots Roundtable is powered by betonline.ag. Go to clnsmedia.com/win and use promo code CLNS50 to receive 50% on your first deposit cash back. Again, that is code CLNS50. All right, Marv, who do you think the Patriots should go get if you think the Patriots have to make any moves at the receiving position?
First and foremost, Patriots fans, everyone needs to relax. I get it. The wide receiver core is there's not the big names that you want like back in 2007, 2008. But like both of you have said, this wide receiver core doesn't look that much different than last year's. And they brought in a guy that I really liked, Mo Harris. This is a wide receiver that not a lot of people know, but he's big, 6'3", has great hands, and he could be possibly your David Givens of this team. I see that type of potential in him. So that's one player. And like Mike said, this wide receiver core all comes down to if Josh Gordon can come back and, play for this team. Because you get Josh Gordon back, you add in, Julian Edelman, the Dorsets, and everyone that's still on this team. It doesn't look that bad. And I don't even know if there's any free agents out there now that really catches my eye other than Randall Cobb and Jordy Nelson. One of those two guys would help. And Randall Cobb is only 29 years old. I think people think he's a lot older due to all the injuries he suffered in Green Bay. But that's a wide receiver who's 29 years old, another slot guy. And then you can also draft a wide receiver. Malcolm Mitchell. Unfortunately, he didn't pan out, man. Every time I think about him in that Super Bowl against the Falcons, it hurts my soul because that looked like the future.
He's been real sad on Twitter too. He's been real sad on Twitter.
Yeah, and I feel like he just had surgery again a couple months ago. So
sure did.
The whole Malcolm Mitchell thing is not looking likely. Comeback for the Patriots is not looking likely right now. But you can draft a wide receiver. There's wide receivers out there. Deebo Samuel, he's a guy that I looked at. 5'11", great speed. He could be your future replacement. You still got Barrios. We don't know what the hell happened to him last year. He's going to be coming off of injury. He's supposed to be another Julian Edelman replacement for the future. So relax. Everyone relax. I don't think this wide receiver core is a dumpster fire. There's still potential here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think everybody does have to chill because we do this every single season. I think I might have said this on last week's Roundtables. I'm finally at the point now where when the Patriots do nothing over the offseason, I'm not going to freak out about it. And it's only taken, It's only taken, 20 years? 18 years to do it? Because, I mean, they went into last season with Jordan Matthews in training camp, Eric Decker in training camp. And you thought those guys might be legitimate options. Now, Matthews obviously got hurt. But my pick here, I do think the Patriots need to do something. I don't like the way this receiving core looks. Tom Brady is another year older. Julian Edelman is another year older. Who knows what's going on with Gronk? Josh Gordon, is he going to come back next season? Or is the NFL going to allow him to come back next season? Who knows? So I do think there is a move that you have to make. And a move that's very intriguing to me is Sterling Shepard with the Giants. And the Giants are also very intriguing to me. Are they rebuilding? Are they not? They get rid of Odell Beckham. Time to rebuild. They bring in Golden Tate. So nobody knows.
They're not rebuilding. That doesn't look like a rebuilding move to me.
Nobody knows what these guys are doing. But if the Giants are shopping Sterling Shepard, which they say they're not, but who knows, because they also said they're not going to be shopping Odell Beckham Jr., which clearly he's with the Browns now. If they are shopping Sterling Shepard, he's only 26 years old. It feels like he's been in the league a lot longer than that. He's only been in the league for 3 years. And his receiving numbers aren't bad. 66 receptions, 872 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had 8 touchdowns in his rookie season in 2016. The guy's got talent. I feel like he's always been a little underwhelming, especially in regards to fantasy football numbers, because I pick him up every friggin' year, and it always disappoints me. But these numbers, they're going to inflate. If he's a strong slot guy, if you can bring him in and insert him into the Patriots system, the guy is talented enough where these numbers are going to inflate with Tom Brady. And again, he's 26 years old. I think you could benefit from having young talent on the roster rather than just bringing in a bunch of old guys, even like on the defensive side from Michael Bennett. I think Sterling Shepard might be a really good fit here, and I would love if the Patriots made a move to go get him. Mike Reese, he speculates that the Patriots are going to have to possibly make a trade with a second-round draft pick. Why not? You got 2 of them. You got 2 second-round draft picks. Why not make that move? If you have to, do it. I would love to see 26-year-old Sterling Shepard in on the Patriots offensive roster.